Hi, welcome back. I am Britt and welcome back to my channel. I am a lover, an advocate of smelling good because who doesn't want to smell good? I love fragrances in general. This is my favorite time of year to break out my warm, cozy fragrances that are perfect for fall. So here are a few of my recommendations for some of those. So lock in and watch this video if you are interested in picking up some different fall cozy fragrance recommendations. As far as recommendations go, I have a variety of fragrances that range from a little more expensive to a little more affordable. So hopefully you can find something that you're interested in and that you can afford. I'm going to start off with Ducita. This is Tonka Latte. This is a fragrance that I just randomly picked up. I had no clue about this fragrance. I was in a niche perfume store here in Cleveland that I like to go to sometimes. And I just came across this. I just saw this on the shelf and said, hey, I don't recognize that fragrance. Let me smell it. And by God, my God, it is beautiful. So this is a little bit of a more softer gourmand. It's still gourmand, but it's a little more soft. And the name fits it perfectly. It is a Tonka Latte. It has notes of milk, white chocolate, caramel, tonka bean, honey, almond. Now on my skin, that almond is just so good to me. I just love the way almond smells on my skin, and it's there throughout the entire wear. In the base notes, you get benzoin, vanilla, and musk. So it is very much so gourmand, but I won't say it's a your skin but better gourmand, but it has that quality, that aspect of how those your skin but better fragrances feel, but you add in the sweetness, the sweet notes to it, and that is what you get with Tonka Latte. It is so appropriately named. While there is a milk note in it, it does not come across as, very lactonic or sour. Sometimes fragrances who have milk as a note, it can come across like almost like a sour milk. No, you don't get that. It's a little creamy. But it's not horribly lactonic. It's not a cloying fragrance. It is, I would say, if you are someone who's just getting into gourmands, or you don't like a super sweet gourmand, but you still want something maybe a little sweet, just a tinge sweet and warm for these colder months, I think Tonka Latte would be a good recommendation to go for. This little cutie patootie right here, this is a Peche Delicieuse. I always mispronounce that. I can't pronounce it. This is a collaboration that Le Monde Gourmand did with Jade Bradley. And if you are someone who likes warm, peachy, delicious fragrances that smell very dessert-like, this is it. This is one for you. It's on the affordable side too. I think this is about $30, I believe. I believe it's about $30. But this is a fragrance that gives peach cobbler, peach crumble. You get that peach note all throughout the wear of the fragrance. It's a little sticky, but not cloying. I don't quite know how a fragrance could smell sticky, but it smells sticky, syrupy, like when you're in the process of making your peach cobbler and you have that syrup, the peaches are being warmed up, you get that aroma from it. There's notes of cinnamon and orange, crumble, cocoa, white rose, and caramel. I do get just a hint of the caramel. There's vanilla, woods, and baked musk. This is, I don't know how they did it, but it smells like, it smells like peach cobbler. And especially in that dry down, you get almost like a crust-like smell, a little buttery, but not too intense. This is one of those fragrances that layers beautifully with other scents. It works amazing by itself, but this is definitely for a gourmand lover. You have to like gourmands to enjoy this fragrance. The peach in the opening is almost a little candied like, but as it dries down, it becomes more warm, more cinnamony, like a peach crumble or peach cobbler. I'm not sure if it's available at Ulta, but I did check the Le Monde Gourmand website and it still is available to purchase through them. I'm always going to stand 10 toes down behind a vanilla fragrance. I don't think you could go wrong with having a vanilla fragrance. And in fact, you can never have too many vanilla fragrances in your collection. But one that I think is an easy grab, easy wear, great for, it's a great beginner friendly fragrance for people who are starting to really explore scents and want to add more to their collection. And that is Vanilla 28. This beauty right here, Kayali's Vanilla 28. You can't go wrong with having this in your collection. To me, honestly, you cannot go wrong with having it in your collection. It is gorgeous by itself and it layers beautifully with other fragrances. And it's something that you can wear pretty much for any and every, it's something you can wear pretty much for any and every occasion. You can wear this to work, date night, brunch. It's not so intense that you can't wear it to, say, like the movies or anything like that. I always get compliments when I put this on. I think this is just such an easy grab that you can't really go wrong with it. This is one that has been pretty well loved online, and also everyone that I've recommended this to pretty much in my, I don't want to say real life, but outside of my life online tends to enjoy this. It's vanilla, there's brown sugar, there's tonka, there's even a little bit of jasmine and musk and patchouli in this. So it's not straight up sticky, sweet, cloying vanilla. You're not walking around here smelling like vanilla extract, although I don't think there's anything wrong with wanting to smell like that. So I think those other floral notes, those little floral notes in the patchouli and musk help to ground it and keep it from being too cloying. Although there are some people who still find this to be too sweet. I don't think it's too bad. When I think of fall, I think of wanting cozy, comforting scents. And sometimes even outside of that, especially, it's cold out, you're not outside as much. If depending on where you're at, you're not getting a lot of sun. Could be a downer. Sometimes you just want those cozy, comforting, but also kind of uplifting fragrances. And one in my collection that I think is beautiful to wear in this colder weather, but also all year round, especially if you need something that's a little more uplifting and comforting, that is this little beauty right here. This is Heal the Way from Snif. This is their collaboration that they did with Alex L. And one of the things that I really loved about this fragrance is that the packaging, the box that it came in, came wrapped in paper that had all these positive, words of affirmation, just notes to be kind to yourself, take time for yourself. And I thought that was absolutely beautiful. And the fragrance truly reflects that, at least in my opinion. There's vanilla, there's pistachio cream, Palo Santo. So it's a little sweet and woody. That Palo Santo really helps to ground it out and keep it from being too sweet. One of the problems that I think people have with gourmands is that they can become sickeningly sweet, cloying, and you don't get that with this. I like to wear this to bed. I wear this when I go out. This is just a beautiful all-around scent, and the performance is amazing. I will say this has one of the best performances that I've experienced from fragrances from Snif. I've put this on to go to bed and then woke up and can still smell it. The projection, people are going to smell you. People are definitely going to smell you, but I've only ever gotten compliments. Everyone who has smelled this on me has quite enjoyed it. Anyone I have recommended this to has really loved it. In fact, my sister, who does not like perfumes, I had a backup bottle and I had her smell it, and she actually said she liked it and she took the backup bottle. That never happens. So this is probably going to be my top recommendation today, quite honestly. I probably should have did this one last, but I just love her so much. I couldn't wait to talk about her. Okay, now this next one is a little polarizing. I didn't realize it was polarizing until recently because I thought this is one that just a lot of people really like, but apparently not. And that is Bianco Latte by Giardini di Toscana. For the longest, this was my absolute favorite gourmand. Absolutely my top favorite gourmand. I was on TikTok ranting and raving about how much I love this fragrance. It was almost in all of my recommendation videos. And I still very much so love this fragrance, but I didn't realize how polarizing it had become. People either love it or hate it. It is a very, very intense gourmand. So you have to like sweet fragrances. You have to have a sweet tooth to enjoy this fragrance. It has vanilla, caramel, honey, and then there's cardamom, which adds a little bit of a spice to it as well. And then there's a little bit of musk, but there's no debate about if this is a gourmand fragrance or not. This is a very strong fragrance. So if you are someone who wants a strong beast mode perfume, this is it. Now, this is one that I would caution you where you wear it to. I would say this almost smells a little bit like baked cookies. It smells like baked cookies with a glass of milk or like a latte of some sort. That is what this gives me. But again, you have to enjoy gourmands. This is not something I would recommend you start off with if you're just getting into your fragrance journey, or if you're just trying to get into the world of gourmands. This ain't it. This is not it. Harvest Mouse is one of those fragrances that's very, very unique. And oftentimes I have a hard time describing it. The best way I can describe it is that it smells like a cute little drunk mouse rolling around in hay. That is the best way I can describe it. It has notes of bergamot, clove, there's Divana, Hey Absolute. I want to say there's a beer note in here too, fir balsam, vanilla, cedarwood, sandalwood, chamomile. So it opens up bright and uplifting from the bergamot, and there's something I'm realizing about certain notes. I realize that I enjoy clove as a note. I don't know why. It just adds this little spice that almost tickles or, plays on your nose a little bit. The chamomile is very calming. Of course, vanilla is going to add just a hint of sweetness. This is not a sweet fragrance. I would like to say I would not describe this as gourmand. It's a little woody, vibrant, a little aromatic, and that hay note, I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I pick up on what I think I'm smelling as being the hay note, but it creates a little bit of an earthy, there it is, that's what I was trying to say. It creates a little bit of an earthy quality to it. So it's a warm fragrance, but you can get away with wearing this in the summer or kind of as a transition over to fall fragrance, but definitely a beautiful for the fall. I've just worn this sitting around the house, but this is a fragrance I think you could wear pretty much any and everywhere. It is a fragrance that truly makes me happy. I think a lot of us fragrance collectors have scents in our collection that are kind of mood boosters that put us in a good mood when we wear it, and this is one of those for me. Those are my recommendations for some warm, cozy fall scents. If you have any recommendations of your own, please feel free to drop them in the comments down below. Let me know what other fragrance content you might want me to make. I have a whole list of things that I want to talk about. I just absolutely love fragrances. And more importantly, if you have not subscribed already, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment down below. I am getting into the mode of trying to post regular YouTube content apart from shorts, so make sure you turn on that notification bell as well. And I'll catch you guys next time.